Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am sharing my Unwind tips with you today. I feel like this is such an important video at the moment because I think a lot of us are really struggling to relax and unwind. Either you're in a workplace that's really fast-paced, really full-on, stressful, you get home, and even though you're physically and mentally exhausted, you actually can't relax and just go to sleep like you should be able to. If you're a stay-at-home mum, like seriously, the overstimulation I was not ready for. So lots of noise, lots of screaming, lots of just unreasonable requests from your toddlers. I'm hoping that this will help some of you. I've got some really good tools here that I've been using every night. Sometimes I only use one or two. Sometimes I have honestly gone, I need to use every single tool to make sure I can get to sleep tonight. So I think when you're really overstimulated, worked up, even though you're probably physically and mentally exhausted, you're like sort of running on adrenaline almost. And I think one of the best things that you can do to begin with is actually get that pent up energy out. So go for a power walk, go for a run, go for a swim in the ocean, do some boxing, dance to loud, angry music or something to release that negative, like, you know, tense energy from your body. That's my number one tip. The second thing that I like to do is have a shower. I have this thing in my mind where I'm like, I'm gonna wash the day away, and you can really start to practice some mindfulness, meditation, distraction, whatever you want to call it, to take your mind off the day that was. Jump in the shower, wash the day away, focus on the running water, the smell of the soap. Start to really use your senses to disconnect from whatever is upsetting you, has overwhelmed you for the day. Chamomile tea with honey, highly recommend it, especially for winding down. The next thing I like to do before I eat is start to wind my body down. Got some really cool tools here that I use. And a big shout out to my partner Kyle, because I was like, we don't need these. I use them every night. So I've got a couple of orthopedic body tools here. This is the brand Kenko. This is the orthopedic back stretcher, and I also have the neck cloud. So these two help to correct postural imbalances, realign your posture at the end of the day, and also just release that tension and that stress from your neck and back and shoulder area. You only need to do like 5 minutes on each of these a night. I try to do it twice a day if I can. If you're someone that works at a desk in an office, oh, you need to use these. Also, if you are a mum, picking up your kids, picking up toys, standing in the kitchen all day, my back is just wrecked at the end of the day. So these two are amazing. This Kenko back stretcher, it's got 3 settings, so you can start low, work your way up to a higher setting for a more intense arch. These are the 2 things that I do every night, plus some general stretches that most people can benefit from. Cat-cow, rotating twists, sort of anything to release that pressure from your neck, your back, and your sort of upper shoulder area. Doesn't matter who you are, what you do, as humans, sitting on our phones, sitting at computers, stressful days, everyone will benefit from these tools and daily stretches. The next thing I have, which is really interesting, is this Shakti acupressure mat. Now, this is so popular now. I got this a couple of years ago and I've hardly been able to use it because I've been pregnant for like 3 years. So obviously most of us know acupuncture, acupressure, it helps to relieve tension, increase blood flow, circulation. The reason why I really like the Shakti brand is because their products are handcrafted in India, and they actually support their workers with education for their children. They pay them really well, really great working conditions. So, and also environmentally friendly materials. So if you are going to try an acupressure mat, I would recommend Shakti because of all of those reasons I've just mentioned. Yes, this does hurt, especially to begin with. If you're a bit of a wuss, you can wear a thin t-shirt to begin with, work your way up. The biggest trick is mind over matter, and this is why this is such a good thing as well, because it takes your mind away from everything else and you're sort of focusing on getting through the first couple of minutes using the Shakti Mat. If you can get past that first minute, then you stop feeling that intense sort of prickling, and it's more of a warming sensation. So it's that blood flow coming in. People have been using these for a while and now say they fall asleep on them because they find them that relaxing if you can push through that first sort of little bit of discomfort. So while I am doing all of my like acupressure mat and stretching out, I like to put the Calm app on. I love the Calm app. I use it every day. My favorite thing to listen to is the Daily J with Jay Shetty. And then if I feel like a longer session of like doing some deep breathing and some stretches as well, I like to just put on the Daily Calm chosen meditation for the day. So that's something I really like to use to distract my thoughts. So I'm listening to someone else while I start doing my stretches. So after I've really unwound physically and started to relax a little bit mentally, it's time to fill up your tummy. Having healthy meals is great, but if you're really worked up and overstimulated, one of the best things you can do meal-wise is have something filling and comforting to really ground you and make you feel content and make you feel relaxed. So have something with rice, pasta, you know, some sort of healthy, heavy legume or carb that, you know, is suitable for your diet. After dinner, I like to focus on a little bit of a self-care ritual. I think we all forget about our faces and how much stress we put on them through the day, looking at phones, looking at screens, computers, TVs, going out in the sun, driving. We're squinting, we're stressed, we're talking to people, we're showing our emotions. And if you clench your jaw or grind your teeth at night, like this is all stress that's in our face, in our muscles, in our faces, and it can really have an impact on how we feel and how our skin looks as well. So my absolute favorite skincare tool or facial massage tool is the Kansa wand, and the Kansa wand improves circulation, lymphatic drainage, and it helps to detoxify stressed skin. You need to get a nice face oil. I love the LAMAV range. They are all organic, amazing. So I slather my face with oil and then I focus on the areas of stress in my face. So around the eye area, in between the eyebrows, the forehead, the temples, and something that people often forget about is this masseter muscle here, which is this large muscle sort of next to the ear, just below the cheek. And if you are holding a lot of tension, getting stressed, getting frustrated, you are most likely going to have a lot of tension in that muscle. So doing a little massage on that area is really going to help you as well. So once it's time for bed, if I find I'm really in that bad of a mood and I still am overthinking, I like to put on a sleep story with the Calm app, and what that does is it just helps me listen to someone else's voice instead of the thoughts going on in my head, and it turns itself off. They have really cool sleep stories that take you away to paradise, to different parts of the world. It's really cool if you've traveled before because you can kind of picture it as well, but it's very descriptive and a very nice way to fall asleep. And everyone that they put on there have these really nice calming voices. So I hope that you find this helpful in some way. It gives you some tips on how you can unwind if you find you're really struggling to sleep at night. And if you have any really cool suggestions, please let us know down below and share the love. Anyway, I hope you have a great week and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah! Bye!